Here we freaking go. We gotta play the Spurs. Gotta play the Spurs, and if I make 8 threes, then I move into second place all the time. We're still without Ant, so. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do.
Moments from now at Chase Center in San Francisco, the Spurs taking on the Warriors. For the San Antonio Spurs, halfway through the season and holding on to an impressive third place in the Western Conference, they want to keep it going. Warriors, Spurs, up next.
Why'd they have to do me like that? What in the world? Dude, they just made my guy fall on the ground. Where are all these clips of me getting cooked, bro?
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Chet Holmgren.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Marcus Zasser, Lou Dort out there with Rob Williams. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Castellan at the 2. And for Golden State, they've got Andrew Wiggins. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Bridges, and it's Houston in at the shooting guard. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
Now, here's George. Wembanyama outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. DA, take it away.
Thanks, guys. We've got 2 MVP candidates clashing in this one, and MP believes that will make things extra competitive. said the best players bring the best out of you. We know we have to be locked in against this team, and I'm sure they feel the same way about us. They do. Kevin?
Yeah, they're not taking this matchup lightly, are they, David? Nor should he. Sasser with it, defended by Towns. Pass to Sasser. Wembanyama, a screen. Sasser can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Bridges. We saw him with 29 points last game. Wembanyama with it. Bridges covering. Here's Castle. Here's the three. Houston with the rebound. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Sasser with it, defended by Bridges. Here's Wembanyama. 11 feet out and he hits it. Wembanyama's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now Wembanyama. After the missed three from Bridges. Pass to Sasser. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. One on Holmgren. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night. Free throw good. Sasser. And he can't hit the second. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep field. Out to Bridges. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. He can't get that one.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Towns for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Outside, Dort. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
The Rio. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Bridges misses. Spurs leading by 6. Pass to Sasser. Outside, Dort. Now Williams. Here's Castle. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Holmgren the screen. Bridges finds Wiggins. Offline with his 3.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Here's Castle. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Wiggins with it. Williams picks him up. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Wembanyama. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Dort. The 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
For 3, Bridges hits it from 3-point range.
We talk about the importance of shooting while in rhythm. He feels confident doing this from downtown on the break.
And we've got a story coming to us from Shams Charania out of Denver. Hey, Shams, what do you have on the Nuggets?
Thank you, Kevin. They've talked about needing to toughen up their perimeter defense, and they did that and more by going out and making a deal for OG Anunoby. Many of his peers consider Anunoby the best perimeter defender in the league, and he will completely reshape this team's defense. The price wasn't cheap, but it was one they'll happily pay.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Marcus Sasser.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking.
Some changes. Houston's checked in, and it's Bridges in for Jordan Poole. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. Anthony comes in for Marcus Sasser. On the court right now for the Spurs, Holland is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Johnson, then it's Anthony, and it's Moore in at the point guard position. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against Phoenix was outstanding. He added 29 points and was reliable as ever from distance. He showed terrific versatility. He impacted the game in a number of ways. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Wembanyama passes to Moore. Shot, high post. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Warriors trail by 12. Bridges outside. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Towns. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Bridges with it. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Here's Castle. Misses the baby hook.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Holland, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the shot goes down. Houston's got his first 2 points.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Get loud and make some noise for your Warriors next team.
Teams changing it up here. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You take a look at Bridges. He's in the lead, sitting at #1 in the West.
Clearly a fan favorite, and they're giving him the highest praise possible on their ballots.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Dort finds Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Back to Dort. Top of the key. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Dort's got 8 points.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Bridges shot. Good. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Right wing. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Castle.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Wembanyama, a screen on Poole. Castle misses.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Houston. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. Count that one for Dort.
Some physicality there from Lou, pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Outside, Towns. That's good on the jump shot. He has 5.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Sasser to the wing right side. Good on the three-point shot. Castle's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Poole kicks to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Here he goes. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Bridges has got 8.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Pass to Castle. There's a screen for the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
That one good for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this
Brutal.
one. Right back after this
Second I
break.
subbed out, we were down like 12. And I can't make a shot to save my left right now for some freaking reason. Oh, I gotta lock in. Can't lose to them again. I don't know why I can't shoot.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Spurs.
They've been patient, not allowing the other teams to speed them up, just making the plays that are there.
Yeah, protecting the lead by protecting the ball. Sounds simple, yet it's anything but. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
They've got Towns. He's out there with Holmgren. Bridges out there with Wiggins. And it's Houston in at the shooting guard position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Sasser, defended by Bridges. Sasser finds Wembanyama. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Castle. Warriors with the rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges passes to Towns. The lead now cut to single digits. Towns has got 9.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Sasser with it. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Bridges for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Sasser can't hit. Warriors trail by 11. Bridges attacking. Pass to Houston. Dort wide open. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And here is Holmgren. Holmgren sets the screen for Wiggins. Bridges outside. And Wiggins throws it down.
Always said, when in doubt, just jump over them. And Wiggins is listening to me.
Here's Sasser. 6 points for him. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and
Brutal,
everything
man.
falls into place. For
Can't make crap right now. Gotta get the teammates more involved.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Golden State, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Spurs, 3 games behind.
And, well, for the Warriors, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Pass to Castle. 3-pointer. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wembanyama high post. From 11 feet away, drained for 2 points. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And the dunk by Holmgren.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Spurs passing it around. Dort passes to Wembanyama. Over Holmgren. And that one goes long. Warriors have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. EA, thank you. Here's Castle. Wembanyama. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter. Bridges for three. Rebound by Williams.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Castle. 8 points for him. A three ball. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. A 12-point game. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Sasser can't hit.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Bridges misses.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Pass to Castle. There's the pick. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Sasser. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Sasser. All alone. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now Wiggins. Back to Bridges. From past the arc. Rebounded by Castle.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second-chance scoring opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Robert Williams. And Moore subbed in for Castle.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Bridges outside. Drains the three-pointer. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And there's the drive. They get it back. Kicks it out to Johnson. Goes back up. He lays it in. Johnson's got 5 now.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Substitution on the court.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Holland. Now here's Anthony. Wembanyama sets a screen for Anthony. Hits the jumper in space. And the Spurs lead by 20. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
On the floor for San Antonio. Holland is out there with Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Anthony. And it's Moore in at the point guard. Pass to Castle. Here's Holland. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis. Throw good, Wembanyama.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And the Warriors making a change here. Holmgren's checked in. Then for the Spurs, Robert Williams is checked in for Holland. Dort comes in for Cole Anthony. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Moore. Spurs leading by 19. A 3 from Wembanyama. Kept alive. Golden State's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The 3, Bridges. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That one on Dort.
That was crazy. That was
Here's
insane.
Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They led the game at 1 point by 20. It's Dort on the wing.
Yeah, I love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
The first one falls. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Pass to Houston. Here's Bridges. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Now Sasser. Williams with the ball. Dort kicks to Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's Castle. Sinks the triple. And the Spurs lead by 20.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Launches it. Bridges misses. The Spurs have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Outside Williams. Pass to Dort. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
San Antonio calls timeout. So it's the Spurs now. They lead by 17. And Wembanyama with it. Now defended by Wiggins.
Third personal foul. 15 fouls.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for San Antonio. Wembanyama.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Bridges passes to Wiggins. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Sasser. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Bridges for three. A rebound by the Spurs.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Clock at 4. Sasser bangs home the trifecta.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Bridges finds Wiggins, throws down the alley-oop slam. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Williams. Here's Sasser. Defended by Bridges. Fires from deep. Sasser can't hit. Bridges outside. From outside the arc. Off target with that shot. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season.
That'll look brutal. Guys just can't find a way to beat them. Crazy.
These Hoosiers think they know ball, but you'll show them.
Oh, man. Okay. flow away first. Yeah. Oh, it's, yeah.
MP about to tear the roof off.
Facing one of the heavyweights.
How many more key games? Oh, but this one's way after this. Frankly, we lost to Brooklyn in the finals last year. But man, let's see. Oh, we got. Oh, by then we won. So okay, I was gonna say we still have freaking. They're missing Siakam, Woodson, and Stewart Jr. And we're missing Ant still, so. But, man. Can't find a way to beat them. Last time we played them, let's see. We got smoked now. I couldn't shoot for that one either. I don't know what it is, but we got cooked. And then the game after. Oh, I mean, I did good. 4 for 9, maybe not bad. 11 for 23. 35 points, 9 assists. It's not bad. That's a solid stat line. Did we lose here? I think we did, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's play the Pacers. That hard of a game. Yeah, this is my thing. Show this more often. All I got left is mid-range and 2 vertical. This build is an offensive juggernaut, dude. Okay. All right, let's get it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Special thanks to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Chet Holmgren.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got Holmgren, and it's Houston in at the 2 spot. And for the Pacers, Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Nunez in at the 5. You know, Grant, it's an honor to be here on Martin Luther King Day in the NBA.
You know, B.A., you're so spot on. I mean, so much time has passed since the 1960s. But Dr. King's efforts ring as true today as they did then. I think he'd be proud of the power that players have in this league right now.
Here we go. So Golden State will get the first possession. Now here's Bridges. Oh, there's the alley. Halliburton against Bridges. Lets it fly. Halliburton misses. Golden State with the ball. Houston passes to Towns. For 3, Bridges. Connects again from distance.
Each and every game, every year, I am blown away by his consistency from range.
Well, you look at him now. He's tied for second most threes in NBA history. Pass to Nunez. Shot from the top of the key. And the basket by Halliburton.
Halliburton always relentless in attacking, making it tough for the defense to find a way to contain him.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Nunez with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
That one goes in.
Taking the contact and getting it to go. Holmgren stronger than he looks.
Now the Pacers with it. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Indiana. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. For 3, Bridges. Indiana with a rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now here's Bridges. 23 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And his assist numbers were remarkable as well. His play is crucial to this team's success. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Halliburton with a steal. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 16. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Screen by Holmgren. Bridges passes to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And how about the focus from Holmgren? Absorbing the hit like a champ.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Houston. That free throw good from Holmgren. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Towns passes to Bridges. Three-pointer. Good! Another from 3.
It's amazing what his legendary floor-stretching abilities bring to this offense.
He now has the second most threes in league history and will immediately start gunning for number 1. And here's Halliburton coming off a solid outing against Memphis. To the middle. Nembhard, good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Holmgren. Here's McGowan's. It's Bridges on the wing, defended by Halliburton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
First free throw is good. Morant, he's checked in for Indiana. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. Good on both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Nembhard. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to Nunez. And here's Morant. With some arc. And Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Towns. Still no points. Now Bridges. And there's the lob. It's stolen. Here's Nunez. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Wiggins for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, I'll tell you what, how easy does Wiggins make the game look? I mean, in the flow, excellent stroke from distance. That's fun to watch.
Now here's McDaniels. And in that win against the Grizzlies, he's another guy who played really well. Now here's Nembhard, tightly guarded. The Warriors pull it in. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
The Warriors lead by 4. Here's McGowan's. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Pass to Nunez. Elbow shot. That one is off. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Golden State. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were, too.
Yeah, and, you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything going against you. Very frustrating.
Here's McGowan's. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top. They're up by 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks for staying.
He's doing all right. Go get him.
Indiana trailing here. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Then it's Jaden McDaniels, and it's Nunez in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, AI in the last match against the Spurs made a big difference. He ended up with 23 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was just sensational in that game. No one could stop him, and he knew it. Guys?
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him. And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, or whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see. He's been playing great.
I can't shoot for crap right now. Jesus
putting the rock in
Christ.
the hands of the right shooters. He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Halliburton. Porzingis has checked in for the Warriors. Wiggins comes in for Poole. Warriors trail by 3. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Houston. Morant against Bridges. Now here's Wiggins. Over McDaniels. And the Warriors miss again. Indiana on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Dadier. And here's Nembhard. Here's Nunez. Pounded by Wiggins. Here's Nunez. Shoots over Wiggins. Nunez can't hit. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Bridges against Morant. Blocked! And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And let's use this time to take a look at the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Tyrese Halliburton.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Warriors. McGowens comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Towns for 3. Nunez with a rebound. Indiana leading by 3. Nembhard outside. To the wing, right side. Here's Morant. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Morant's got 7.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And with the voting just about finished, let's see who's likely to make an appearance at this year's dunk contest. This is a talented group of guys.
It certainly is, B.A., and I'm really looking forward to this contest. These aerial artists who are going to have a lot of fun pulling out all the stops to wow the judges and make the crowd go wild.
And I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And we should have our final list of competitors in the coming days. So we'll share that with you as soon as we have it.
No matter what that final list looks like, safe to say, this dunk contest is going to be one for the books.
Now here's Morant. A 17-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Outside McDaniels. Bridges against Moran. Ja steps on the gas. Yep, that one's good. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Nunez with a rebound. Nunez has got 4 rebounds now. Outside McDaniels. Here's Morant. Morant with the close-range bucket.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction. And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
To the paint. Oh, deflected. Kicks it out Towns. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And so it's Indiana with it, with 1 on the clock. That shot missing. So we conclude the first half. It's the Pacers leading by 7. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting. The talent level here is off the charts. If there was a studio show All-Star vote, who do you think would be on top?
Your bow ties would win, Ernie. A landslide.
So inanimate objects qualify. Okay.
Well, then I vote for Shaq.
Watch out, Kenny, or I'll make you an inanimate object.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Indiana Pacers.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back to our NBA coverage on this very special MLK Day. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
On the floor for the Warriors, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's McGowan's in at the 3 spot. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Dadier. And there's the screen. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. 3-pointer, Bridges. And Dadier pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
McDaniels finds Halliburton. Throws it up high.
The ball goes up and McDaniels sends it down. Perfect timing on the lob.
Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Indiana. They host the Pistons after this one, and they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand. Nembhard outside. Pass to Halliburton. Over Towns. Halliburton, no good. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 8-point game. The shot by Towns, no good.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, VA. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Karl Anthony Towns.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Now here's Bridges. 13 points in the game.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Indiana leading by 9. Nembhard outside. Pass to Nunez. Warriors with the rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bridges. And he lays it up and in. Bridges has got 15 points.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Halliburton against Bridges. Here's McDaniels. The shot no good. And some solid defense from Towns. Bridges outside. From downtown. It's rebounded by Indiana.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Dadier. No points so far. Pass to Halliburton. From outside the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And the upcoming schedule for Indiana. On Wednesday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming to town. And then on Thursday, they'll host the Boston Celtics.
And that game against Sacramento, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Morant, he's checked in for McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Morant, count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Yeah, stepping in from the arc, Morant comfortable from there.
Bridges outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Bridges has got 7 now in this quarter. Pacers leading by 7. Morant with it. 13 points in the game. That's off target. Now 6 for 10. Now here's Bridges. Here's Houston. It's Bridges on the wing. Shoots over Morant. Rebounded by Halliburton.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Morant, the pass to Halliburton. There's the 3. Halliburton nails the 3.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Here's the pick. Bridges passes to Houston. The 3 from Holmgren. Offensive rebound. Pass to McGowan's. Here's Houston. Oh, got a piece of it. Towns for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Nembhard's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Morant. Halliburton on the wing. Here's Nunez. Covered by Towns. With the step back. Nembhard outside. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Bridges outside. 1:41 left in the third quarter. Shoots over Morant. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 19 points.
The entire defense was frozen foot. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Pass to Dadier. Halliburton on the wing. shoots. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now. Down low. Out to Bridges. Towns outside. Launches a 3. Ja Morant grabs a miss. Pacers leading by 11. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Trent. Outside for Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. And Indiana misses again. Warriors trail by 7. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Simone Fontecchio out there with Gary Trent. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Nembhard. They set the pick. Here's the 3. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And the Pacers making a change here. Morant's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Holmgren's checked in. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets. A home game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Oh, so much size. Holmgren barely has to jump.
Pacers leading by 6. Halliburton outside. Beyond the arc. And Indiana misses again.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Bridges. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Both teams will make substitutions. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Knocks down the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And here's Bridges. Takes the 3. Nunez with a rebound. Nunez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Halliburton's a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to McGowan's. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Bridges.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Dadier. Now here's Halliburton. McDaniels passes to Halliburton. Tries a 10-footer. Nembhard, good. Nembhard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Halliburton makes the right play most of the time. He's just a steady hand out there. Great poise and vision.
Kicks it out Towns. Pass to McGowan's. Bridges against Halliburton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
Here's Dadier. Pass to Halliburton. The three is up. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. The time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Deflected. Nimhard outside. Here's Dadier. McDaniels with it. He's covered by Holmgren. Back to Daniels. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. And the Pacers lead by 6.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Here's Nunez. Nails the baby hook. Here's Bridges. Holmgren, the pass to Towns. And here's Bridges. Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. And he lobs. Oh, Holmgren on the climb.
And relentless effort from Holmgren, refusing to give up until it's all over.
Bridges against Halliburton. There's a screen. The Warriors pull it in.
I like the aggressive approach. He's going to have to be more efficient.
Three-pointer, Bridges. McDaniels with the rebound.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth. Bridges outside. No good from outside. Here's Indiana.
I don't know what the heck's wrong, but all the shooting that I normally do, it's just not working. And I don't know why. I swear this happens sometimes.
And so it's Indiana winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, what are we doing? I can't shoot. I don't know why. I can't shoot right now.
And that'll do it, folks.
Normally those shots drain them. No doubt. No doubt. But then crap like this happens, and there's games where I just can't shoot for crap. I don't know why. It's early. Like, what? It's never early. Like, I never understand. If anything, I hold it too long, and it says late, but these are all early now? What the frick? Like, that makes no logical sense.
MP already had the sweetest stroke in the game, but now it's official.
Oh, man. Brutal. They're dropping between second and third. beat the Rockets before, I believe, last time, because they were my first half goals. Beat them there. This is the last time I beat the Spurs. I had to drop a point. Yeah, we didn't play. I didn't play the Rockets. Thought I did. Alright, there's this. Alright, we're second seed. Now.
That's a solid team out there. You guys will have to bring it.
But, good stats right there. Wow, man. Yeah, still 1,100 threes off of Curry. Insane. Past few seasons, considering that we're putting in, considering though, okay, I'm putting up about 600 threes a season, so. And stole my first finals MVP. He deserved it though. He carried, honestly. Full All NBA, 6-time All-Star. I'll probably be All NBA, so I'll end up being 5-time All-Star. End of the season. 4 MVPs. Third in most valuable player, third in MVP. I'm not even first. I didn't realize that. Frick. Dang. 2 guys on the Nets, 1 and 2 in MVP race. They're competing against each other. MVP. Wow. I mean, honestly, Luka probably, that's a better stat line, 27, 7, and 7, instead of 34, 2, and 8. I mean, frick, dude. Yeah, those Nets are a problem. Oh, most clutch. Inga. Hey, yeah, Inga's pretty solid now. Need to make a little bit of a push if we want. That's because we keep losing these games, I think, against these guys. Alright, I gotta hop off. Maybe I'll play tomorrow or something. But, man, I'm struggling this season. Well, I think we'll be okay in the playoffs. It just depends where we meet up with Spurs. If we meet up with them in like the conference finals, I'll have a problem. But then, even if we make it past them, most likely we'll face the Nets in the finals. But we got to play the Nets. They're 44-7 is their record. They are looking. So I think we lost to them. I haven't played them yet personally this season. Sim did. And yes, we did. Oh wait, no. I must have played this game. Yeah, and I lost. Couldn't do crap. I was playing good that game. 9-17, that's 55%. So I have 9 assists. I don't know. I also didn't have to take this, I guess. Gotta pass on my old. Yeah. It's like a loss. Final appearances. Lost last season in the finals to the Nets. I swept, actually. Not good. Alright, I'm off. Good night.